I like to think that the story of the Cardiff Giant, the greatest hoax in U.S. history, created really so much media frenzy at the time and so much chatter and rumor and questioning that it's just lasted through the ages.
1869, up in Cardiff, which is a little crossroads now on near US 20, a farmer hired some workers to dig for a well, and lo and behold, they hit some stone, and the more they cleared the stone, the more they began to realize it was this giant image, 10 foot plus feet high. And they pulled it out. Word quickly spread through the neighborhood and up to Syracuse and to the newspapers, and it was called the Cardiff Giant.
I think it was an attraction. I think it was something to do. It piqued people's interest. I also think people were more devoted religiously back then to their own denominations. And so it harkened back to the giants that are written about in the Bible. And I think the big question of the day was, is this one of the giants that is talked about in the Bible?
It was put on display. A group of investors, including Homer's David Hannum, purchased a major share in it. Hammond became its promoter. They started showing it.
This man thought to capitalize on this very unique thing that was happening regionally. Like, what is this, and capitalized on it. He purchased the giant for, I believe, $20,000 and made, off of showing it and charging $1 to see it, close to $1 million in today's money.
Meanwhile, P.T. Harnum had been turned down when he asked if he could buy a share in it or buy it. And so Harnum's had a copy of his own made, and he put it on display, said it was the original. And by the time the original gets there to New York, people don't want to see it that much. They want to see Barnum's fake, except the original one is fake. The news leaks out that, in fact, the original was a fake. Finally, the man responsible for George Hull of Binghamton, New York, he admits that he did it because he wanted to refute, the various stories in the Bible that talk about miracles.
So we are sitting in what was once the First Baptist Church of Homer, built in 1893. And about 23 years ago, the church said, well, we're going to move and build a new facility. We thought that it would be advantageous to take the Homer replica and install it like a sculpture on our grounds in a kind of a preservation mode. And so the story and the local sculpture can be enjoyed for many years to come. And for that reason, it's kind of lingered around as what I like to refer to as the Loch Ness of upstate New York. And again, I think it's really unique. It's unusual. And I think that's why it's lasted for so long in people's minds.